So how long have you been homeschooling?
2 years.
Okay.
And
it's what works best for you guys and
it was really a decision that we made as a family.
okay.
And my oldest Liam was about to go into middle school, and I am a parent that I want to see it with my own eyes before I judge something. And so I was part of the Text and Watch Committee, which is something they formed after Uvalde. And we would just go and be extra eyes and ears for sporting events and pep rallies and stuff like that. And then I decided to start subbing and being in the classroom.
Okay.
And that's where I saw all the things. So I did the high school, I did middle school and elementary levels, and it didn't matter what grade. It was just chaos. And it was really one day I left the middle school and I came home and I said to Chad, like, I physically did not feel safe.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way I could send him there. And then I had been thinking about it and it was weighing heavy on me. And Chad's like, well, let's just, think about it and pray on it and we'll figure what, is our direction. And I happened to be at my Liam and Avery school, and I was waiting for them to walk out, and I was getting ready to walk out with them, and Liam says to me, I'm scared to go to middle school.
Oh.
And he's like, you've met him. He's like my fearless child. And before I can even ask him why he was scared, Avery jumped in and said, I'm scared for you to go too. And I said, why are you scared for him to go? And she said, well, who's going to protect me when he's gone?
Aw.
And it hit me because she had been dealing with horrible bullying, that there was times that Liam would walk around a corner and a boy had just punched her and he would stand up for her and stuff. And so... And it dawned on me, they have been always together since they were at Hay CLC.
Yeah.
Like, they were together from the very beginning. And so it was, the bullying issue was a lot. And Liam is very much a kid that he just wants to go to school. Like, he knows school is for learning and that is it, you know? And so he's always been finishing his math curriculum by January for the whole year.
He's
and
like, I'm done.
Yes. And so he would get frustrated because other kids wouldn't. And so he'd help try and tutor them and stuff. And it would, this is supposed to be his free time to do something, but they're goofing off during their time they're supposed to be doing it. So he felt like he was getting punished. And so I'd have some conversations with some teachers. I'm like, just because he can doesn't mean he needs to be your built-in tutor or your TA or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, why is he getting punished because these kids don't want to do what they're supposed to be doing? And so now with homeschooling, he does his work. It takes about 2 hours to do. He moves on with his day. He trains with his football coach and stuff. We go on play dates and everything. We have field trips. But he sits here and he listens to the stuff his friends deal with, and he's just like, well, I don't have to deal with that.
That's
true.
That's true.
There was one of them that said, yeah, this kid's been just going on and sitting on other people and just farting, and Liam's like, glad I don't have to deal with that.
Jeez, that doesn't sound like fun at all.
It's like that middle school boy phase that they just want to be touchy-feely with each other, but gross at the same time. And Liam's like, glad I don't have to deal with that,
Yeah.
And so, and then, a lot of his friends are into this girl frenzy.
Right.
And he could care less. He's just got, like, sports and... and he games, but he has got sports in his school on his mind, and he could care less. Like, he's like, I'd much rather go fishing. And then Avery, it's been such a boost in her self-esteem and confidence. Like, I was having to take her out of school and take her to therapy because of the bullying that was going on at school. And then they want to tell me, like, oh, we're marking this as a reverse tardy. I'm like, what in the world is this? Like, all I knew is, like, if I had him in by 10:30 when he did attendance, they were, fine. Oh, no, there's a new rule. If you take him out early, it can be counted against you. And so I'm like, this is some baloney. Like, the only reason I'm having to take her to therapy because you guys won't take care of things here.
Right.
And so I had some choice words with some people.